Let you all open all your three eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
In this sacred manual of power manifestation, which serves as a scriptural authority containing the Shastra Pramanas, eternal unchangeable truths, Apta Pramanas, Atma Pramanas, Sakshi Pramanas, and Prataksha Pramanas, we present to you the various powers of Paramashiva. By this, we place before humanity the supreme authenticity of the power manifestation science established by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasanidhanam, His Divine Holiness Nithyananda Paramashivam. Paramashiva has systematically revealed these powers in their purest forms as various techniques and revelations to experience pure oneness with Paramashiva. As a direct experience of oneness with Paramashiva, his Shaktis powerfully manifest in an initiated being at different levels of human consciousness, physicality, physiology, psychology, and neurology permanently. We offer these power manifestation manuals to celebrate your experience of oneness with the Supreme Paramashiva. Nithyanandam.
Nithyanandam, Jnana Paddhati Manual, under the guidance of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasanidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Let's start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadusham Tattvamasyaadilakshya Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Let's go through the disclaimers. Security measures. No photography, video, audio recording. Important cautions. Please be aware of the important cautions. What is power manifestation? Let's hear from Bhagavan himself explaining what is power manifestation.
All the 25 states of consciousness, when they happen in you due to your chemicals and hormones ups and downs, it is powerlessness. When it happens in you out of your free will and consciousness, it is powerfulness. That's all. When you fall into sleep, it is powerlessness. When you enter into sleep, it is powerfulness. When you fall into dream, it is powerlessness. When you decide to dream, it is powerfulness. So I have added the ultimate powerfulness, Turiyatita, in your whole being and doing. Manifest all the powers. Understand, power manifestation is nothing but cognitive shift. It is not work. It is cognitive shift. Understand? It is just cognitive shift. It's not work. Work is a 4-letter word. Power manifestation is cognitive shift, playing with life, playing with being alive. Static matter, dynamic activity, strategic existence, all these three has no boundary. You are one with it. You are alive in everything. Everything listens to you. Everything decides as you want. Power manifestation is cognitive shift, raising your frequency, not work.
Now let's understand who is Paramashiva. Bhagavan himself has beautifully explained the Paramashiva in all of us.
Paramashiva does manifestation, maintenance, rejuvenation, pulling out of delusion and liberation. He resides in his supreme Paramashiva Swarupa as Ajomuha or Adhomuha, unborn, beyond form, formlessness. Is Paramashiva Swarupa. That Paramashiva Swarupa manifests with these 5 faces as Sadashiva, Tatpurusha, Vamadeva, Ahora, Satyojata, Ishana. 5 faces he manifests and does the Panchakritya, Srishti, manifestation, Sthiti, sustenance, Samhara, rejuvenation, Trobhava, pulling out of delusion, Anugraha, liberation. Understand? He does all these 5 jobs. Through these 5 phases. Now listen carefully. Tatpurusham, Vamadevam, Satyojatam, Ahoram, Ishanam. These 5 phases does Panchakrityas. Each phase, each dimension is not just one F-A-C-E phase, P-H-A-S-E phase. It's not just F-A-C-E, P-H-A-S-E. Understand? The creation, not just creation getting created, even sustenance need to be created, destruction need to be created, and pulling out of delusion need to be created, liberation need to be created. Then creation, manifestation need to be maintained. Maintenance, sthiti itself need to be maintained. Destruction, samhara, the rejuvenation need to be sustained, maintained when it is happening. Pulling out of delusion, trobhava, need to be maintained when it is happening. And anugraha, liberation, need to be maintained when it is happening. Those micromilliseconds when it is happening. So understand, Satyojata Murti as 5 phase, Ishana Murti as 5 phase, Vamadeva Murti as 5 phase, Agora Murti has 5 phase, Tatpurusha Murti has 5 phase. So, Tatpurusha Murti as is 5 phase, Agora Murti has is 5 phase, Vamadeva Murti has is 5 phase, Satyojata Murti has his 5 phase, Ishana Murti has his 5 phase. All these 5 Murtis, 5 phases put together is 25 phases of Mahasadashiva.
Bhagavan beautifully explained Paramashiva. Now, who is His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam? Let's hear from Bhagavan himself. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam is a reviver of Kailasha, the ancient Enlightenment civilization, the great cosmic borderless nation. Is an avatar from and is a Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam has made science of our manifestation, yoga, temple-based university for humanity, Sovereign Order of Kailasha, led by His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam and Nithyananda Order of Monks, Nuns, Hindu diasporas are working for global peace to give superconscious breakthrough to humanity. Nithyananda Hindu University, world's largest with extended campus in 150 countries, is collecting, organizing, preserving, time capsuling, decoding, spreading and reviving 20 million source books of Hinduism and 64 sacred arts, science like Ayurveda, music, dance, sculpting, astrology, Vastu, and many more. His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam is 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Shamalapita Sarvanyapita, ancient apex body of Hinduism and present emperor of Suryavamsa Surangi Swamrajyam. His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam has survived the worst persecution of multiple assassination attempts on person and character by anti-Hindu elements. Beautifully, Bhagavan now explains who is His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam.
Everything is infinitely powerful. You realize your potentiality. You establish yourself in the completion, space of completion. You are God, that's all. All of us are gods. The first experience is that I was able to see everything around me, above me, the whole 360 degree. I realized not only I was able to see, I was able to feel, experience the skin of the stone on rock on which I was sitting and the skin of this body. Both carry me equally. In both I exist equally. Sangha is a place where the tattvas are taught to you, and till it becomes satya, you are supported. Akhadas are basically founded by Sadashiva himself. All is ganas, Shiva ganas. Exactly the word gana means. In your length, breadth, depth, if you are filled by Shiva, you are Shiva gana. All the Shiva ganas formed the first Akhada. Later on, much later, Kapila Muni organizes Mahanirvani Akhada. Then all other Akhadas. Mahamandaleshwar of Mahanirvani Akhada, the oldest apex body of Hinduism, I welcome every one of you. What I am teaching is from original Agamas Yogapada. The science very clearly declares, Sadashiva is very clear, manifestation of these powers happen when you experience oneness with Sadashiva. choose your guru, the best thing is find a person who is enlightened, experienced, who can play with energy, who can directly transmit experience to you, and who is in tune with the original Shastras, the source of the knowledge. All the revealed scriptures available about the yoga directly by Sadashiva for you to do research, study, practice, question the people who teach.
The science of power manifestation is a gift to the humanity, which is authentic, time-tested, scientific, and foolproof. Diksha, or the initiation from His Divine Holiness, Nithyananda Paramashivam, makes the science directly an experience for the initiates. The experience is directly authenticated by the Pramanas. The Shastra Pramanas, the eternal, unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures, the Veda and Agamas. The Apta Pramanas, the experience of the Rishis, Munis, Ganas, Nayanamars, Alvars, and Siddhars, who are the authority of Hinduism, who have scientists who time-tested and verified the science of power manifestation. The Atma Pramanas are the avatar who land on the planet Earth to give a superconscious breakthrough to humanity. His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, this millennium's avatar, personal experience of power manifestation. Shakshi Pramanas, or the experience of the millions of disciples, devotees, and followers initiated into the science of power manifestation by Bhagavan himself. Pratyaksha Pramanas, or the scientific studies which can be measuring the effect of being in the enlightened state.
Powerful cognition from Bhagavan Satsang.
City is sitting with us in two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha, Isleworth, London, Guadalupe, Rameshwaram. The city is sitting with us. I'll call out your names for audio check. Oklahoma, Somanatham. Okay, great. New York, Varanasi. Los Angeles, Arunachalam. Toronto, Kailasam. Singapore, Singapuram. San Jose, Madurai. San Jose, Madurai. They are not able to hear. Yes. Charlotte, Sri Sailam. Oman, Sivagangai. Phoenix, Kanchipuram. Atlanta, Ujjaini. Ohio, Prayag. Seattle, Chidambaram. Chicago, Srirangam. Isleworth, London. Guadalupe, Rameshwaram. Calgary, Amarnath. London, Kashi. Washington, D.C., Sripuram. San Diego, Tiruvalavai. Auckland, New Zealand. Vancouver, Puri. Monterrey, Mexico. Yes. So I welcome all of you with my love and blessings. Today we will work on the important layer of your life, pain. Most mysterious and mystical subject. Which is not there, but which tortures your life continuously. Please listen. In Sanskrit, we have a very beautiful word, yama, means which does not have existence, but which constantly gives you suffering, is yama, maya. Ya, ma, iti, maya. Which is not there in real existence, but which constantly gives you suffering, is Maya. Pain is one of the most fundamental thought pattern which makes you inauthentic, which makes you non-integrated, which makes you afraid of responsibility, irresponsible, which makes you selfish. I welcome the cities joining now. Houston, Kalahasti, you are able to hear? Yes. Washington DC, Sripuram. Yes, great. I welcome you all. London, Kashi. Monterrey, Mexico. Yes. Thank you for Calgary, Amarnath. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Seattle, Chidambaram. Welcome. You are forced into narrow path, way which was certainly created by someone who never had to go through himself or herself. It was so painful, but you had no choice. You kept getting pushed harder and harder, and then suddenly, when you come out and settle down, a pair of rough hands turns you upside down and slaps you on your wrong place, welcoming you in the world. And you express your first expression. Pushed harder and harder, and then suddenly, when you come out and settle down, a pair of rough hands turns you upside down and slaps you on your wrong place, welcoming you in the world. And you express your first expression ever in your life, the deep cry with the deep pain and despair. Please understand, such an unfortunate thing. Your first expression is deep pain and despair. Right from that moment, you get the very first thought of your life. Life is dangerous. You are unsafe. Please listen. This is the last pattern I broke before enlightenment. Even an incarnation who consciously landed in the body, listen, with integrity and authenticity I am telling you, I landed into the body consciously, but even I had a slight memory of this pain. Then I am 100% sure this is the strongest pattern you all are carrying. In my life, I do not know anything called pain, even when I had a fracture. Even when I had a fracture, there was never no pain. Morning 7 o'clock I had fracture, 2:30 I had surgery. Till then, no pain, no painkiller, no anesthesia. The person who lives painless, even for me, the memory of the birth pain was there. I have to cut that to become enlightened. So listen, it means for all of you, this is the first root thought pattern. Life is unsafe, dangerous. This is where the primordial fear and pain of your life began. So the first survival mechanism that you naturally adopt is to be prepared to receive life with caution and be careful. Stemming right from this very first moment of your life, unfortunately, most of your thinking trends are negative by nature because constantly you think you have to protect you. By nature, you are hardwired for bliss, but your mind reverses this and conditions you for pain taking off right from the moment you are born. Sometimes you even enjoy the pain in your life. Ramakrishna gives the example, beautiful example. A dog which tries to bite the dry bone. When the bleeding happens from its own teeth, listen, when the dog is biting the dry bone, when blood comes from its own teeth, dog thinks the blood is coming from the bone, not from his own mouth, and enjoys it. Same way, secretly, you enjoy the pain because you are habituated to that pattern. When you are not in integrity with your body and mind, not authentic with your body and mind and consciousness, what you experience is pain.
Very powerful cognition, how pain is there right from the time we are born, and we are wired for the bliss, but constantly we are pulled down to the pain patterns that we suffer. Let's go to Shastra Pramana.
स्वदेहे जगतो वापि सूक्ष्मतराणि च तत्त्वानि यानि निलयं ध्यात्वान्ते व्यज्यते परा.
Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 54, Dharana 31. Here, beautifully, Bhagavan says, cognize deeply that from the subtle to the subtlest constitution, principle of your whole body, of the whole universe, simultaneously consist of essential reality. They are being observed in the source, cause, Sadashiva, by the experience of such restful awareness. One becomes complete from all thoughts, and the ultimate universe, divine power, Para Devi, Adi Shakti, is revealed, and supreme power manifestation happen. Beautifully, Bhagavan gives how we are caught up in the pain and how we create the Maya and how we fall into the delusion, and because it's the root cause of all that we are suffering. All that we are suffering is all the karmas and patterns that we have accumulated. Only in the initiation, the grace of the Guru and the Vata Varna, living in the space where everybody exists in the space of oneness with Paramashiva, the very core pain and problems can be broken. Again and again, the whole understanding that Bhagavan gives, that the suffering is coming from all the pain bodies which are there, and even as an incarnation, it is prone to happen. But because of Bhagavan's initiation and deep space of oneness with Paramashiva, we can start experience the higher reality. Bhagavan beautifully says how the Vatavarna shifts everything. Even the asuras, even the animals get enlightened. They don't say first the person who are listening who gets enlightened, but it is said that even the asuras, even the birds and animals and everything who lives in such a beautiful space of Vatavarna gets into the space of enlightenment, because constantly the air is filled, the whole space is filled with the higher reality, that consciousness, bliss is the way we exist. Deep failures and deep pain can only be broken with the Bhagwan's initiation and the Guru's blessing and the Vatavarana that we need to experience. Bhagwan beautifully says how even as an avatar he has to go through it and make it redundant before enlightenment. That was the last pattern. He has to drop it. Now with this powerful cognition, let's move to Apta Pramana. Pramana of body scanning, detail of any surgery done. Lord Shiva did the first surgery probably on planet Earth, where he took Ganesha's head. Devi Parvati pleaded Shiva to bring back Ganesha to life, and the first animal they saw was an elephant. So they took elephant head and replaced it on the body of Ganesha, original head, and Devi Saraswati was able to see the surgery through her third eye and described to Devi Parvati. This is in Shiva Puranam and chapter 17, page number 787. So beautifully that Ganesha happened for all of us. He's a completion of everybody. The Atma Pramana. Atma Pramana, the best way to prepare for death. The Leelas of Bhagwan. I just opened my eyes and said, he was trying to describe to me that he will have to go to a doctor, do a blood test, and find if it is malignant, beginning, and all that. I just looked and said, hey, nothing there won't be a problem, any problem. Go and do whatever test or anything you need to be done. It just be beginning and it is healed, cleared, it is taken care. Don't bother. So beautifully, Bhagavan is talking how he has healed.
And you will fall through that opening into your integrity with the Guru. He will simply hold you. You will relax into enlightenment. I tell you, yesterday one incident happened. One of my ashramite, who all the time get great Guru Puja for our inefficiency, our non-committed way of lifestyle, she had a problem. Doctors have diagnosed something is wrong with the stomach. When she came to me for blessing, actually behind her I saw Rahu was coming. I just opened my eyes and said, he was trying to describe to me that we will have to go to doctor, do a blood test and find out whether it is malignant, benign and all that. I just looked and said, nothing, there won't be any problem. Go and do whatever test or anything need to be done. It will just be benign and it will be healed, cleared, I will take care, don't bother. The moment I uttered the word, fortunately she had one thing, integrity with me. The connection, like an arrow, it connected and that Ragu ran away. He just disappeared. Now I just know the doctors who said there is a tumor. Today or tomorrow they will say, what happened? Tumor is not there, nothing is there. You are okay, you are all right. Who told you there was tumor? But if that integrity with me is not there, when I gave that word, blessing, the integrity is the umbilical cord through which this arrow just goes and hits the disease and clears it. If that integrity is not there, Ragu would have sat inside. But now I know for sure she's healed. The problem is not there now. Doctors will tell, hey, what happened? Then they will tell, hey, you guys are Nithyananda's disciples. We don't know what happens to you guys. One day you come with some disease, tomorrow it is not there. Whether we can believe our diagnosis machine, or I don't know what you guys do. One thing is sure, all the time you guys are disproving the medical science, that's all.
Shakshi Pramana are the experience of the millions who have initiated by Bhagavan all around the globe who are giving the testimonials.
Nithyanandam, this is Sriman Sri Nityamritananda. Today is 44th Inner Awakening, the opening day of Inner Awakening program. And I wanted to share, the experience, that I had today on the first day. So during our first day, we had the manifesting power sessions, where we show, the potential the participants, with the powers of third eye, the powers of remote vision, and body scanning, all of the powers of Sadashiva, initiated by His Holiness Sri Paramahamsa Sri Nithyananda. So during this session, we had scanned two bodies, and then I did remote vision on one person, and then remote vision on one person. So the statistics were when I scanned that first person's house, I was able to tell his the plan of this house, the color of the door, the indoor paint, and also a Curie set, that he had, that person had in the living room, and a couple of more details. And also, I told him about this other house that he lived, 4 or 5 years ago, and third eye can, see, the past as well, the present and the future. So I was so amazed, when I told, and here this person was amazed with the details that I shared. And the next one, when I did the body scanning, I was able to pinpoint and tell that person about the recent, fracture that person, maybe not a fracture, but a sprain, that he had. This person had, they had slipped in the bathroom, and he was unable to walk. And it was a little bit of limping and pain and things like that. So the moment I scanned this person's body, the first thing I said was, you have a sprain in your leg, and this thing happened a couple of days ago. And he was this person was absolutely astonished, by the details that I was that we were sharing. And I also told about the problem in the windpipe. When this person drinks liquids, and that person has having problems, swallowing things, and breathing and things like that. So that was one thing I said, and I also few other details that I had shared. It came out to be really accurate, and I was so amazed. The experience, when people acknowledge, when you're telling, whether it's remote scanning or whether it is body scanning, expressing powers, when people acknowledge what Sadashiva is showing when I'm telling them, it's such a beautiful space, to be in. And again, I wish to be in that space where really, when you start expressing, the powers, the silence inside is so beautiful. The bliss inside is so beautiful that I like to, after I do the demo to the participants, typically on the first day, I just know it's been an hour ago, but I still feel so nice having done this, and these powers can you can have these powers as well.
Prataksha Pramana. Scientific studies, what can be measured, measuring the effect of being in enlightenment state. Healing visible on brain activity. On April of 2005, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam met with Dr. William Collins, a leading researcher and neurofeedback specialist in St. Louis, USA. He requested to study the brain activity of Swamiji along with that of a patient at the time he was healing the latter. The patient was injured in a car accident 10 years earlier and consequently suffered from affected nerves. The world is not going to believe this, exclaimed Dr. Collins, at seeing the outstanding observations recorded. Source taken from Avatar Shastra, Chapter 1, an introduction, page 60 and 61, paragraph titled During Healing. Now, we will watch a video presenting the scientific research and discovered phenomena on Swamiji during the healing meditation and enlightenment.
Like most enlightened masters, one of the unique gifts that Nithyananda has to offer to humanity is healing, called as Nithya spiritual healing. Nithya spiritual healing has been baffling the medical world, healing people from migraine to cancer. He has personally touched and healed thousands of people all over the world. Nithyananda participates and encourages scientific researchers to derive evidences for meditation and healing through meditation. Research has been done on the brainwave patterns, heart rate variability, and skin conductance level tests when Nithyananda was healing. The heart rate variability analysis is a useful tool to explore energetic transactions between two subjects. As shown in the graph, shifts in the power spectra signal were recorded in the receiving volunteer during healing by Swamiji, and also when Swamiji was sending healing energy into the room, not specifically directed to any subject. The skin conductance level is a measure of skin conductance to electricity. Sensors were fitted to the fingertips of Swamiji, and during healing, sudden increase in skin conductance level was observed as Swamiji is running energy to deliver during healing. Both heart rate variability and skin conductance level showed that during healing there is increased level of sympathetic autonomic nervous system activity as the energy is focused for healing.
Setting up for body scanning for the surgery done. Camera with the timestamp. Jnananjan, pencil and paper. For a partner and yourself, please explain to the partner. First, make them sit comfortably. Explain to them how they're going to write the details of their surgery, and you're going to write the surgery details and match it, and they are going to be shared in the videos. So please ask their concern of the details and make them comfortable. Let's go to set up the videos. Download the timestamp app, click on the video, ensure that the time is shown on the screen vividly and clearly. Make sure the camera is facing you and the partner. Make sure the camera is under bright light and a quiet place so the recording comes very clearly and neatly. These are very special moments. Don't miss to record the Shakti Avishkarana videos. Guidelines. Turn on the video recording. Apply the Jnananjan on your third eye. Bring your awareness to your third eye. Ask the partner to write down the surgeries they have gone through. Pen down as seen through your third eye. Verify the partner surgery with what is revealed through your third eye. If it matches exactly, if you are only feeling the Kundalini energy, and you got some of them correct, you've started manifesting the powers, and start celebrating all these more and more clear and more deeper insights Paramashiva will reveal through you. You can manifest more clearly. Share your video first. Make sure your video is authentically recorded. Share your video with powerful cognition with your friends, family, and others. Listen to others' videos of testimonials to experience the power manifestation entanglement.
Power manifestation instructions. Let's sit straight, the head, neck, and back in a straight line, so that beautifully the Kundalini energy raises to the Agnya where the manifestation happens. Usually our awareness is on Muladhara, Swadhisthana and Manipuraha, where navel center, your below navel center. Here, bringing the awareness to your third eye and sitting straight will give us amazing possibility of power manifestation. Now let's understand few words that Bhagavan is repeatedly using. Shaktipada, oneness, be unclutched, initiation. So here first we will see in Bhagavan's words what is Shaktipada.
Let me give an introduction about what is Shaktipada process. Please understand. You would have seen or heard about how the chicken sits on the egg and hatches. Of course, in the modern countries, this does not happen. Machine sits on the egg and or egg sits on the machine. In those days, originally when hens and chicken were getting produced on the planet Earth, the hen used to sit on the chicken and hen used to sit on the egg and the chicken will come out of the egg. See, same way, Sadashiva sitting means the ultimate cosmic energy sitting on the individual soul and making the individual soul into cosmic energy is Shaktipada. Hen sitting on the egg and making the chicken happen, same way. You may think, how come, what is going on here? That hen is only sitting just by the body heat of the hen, the egg is becoming chicken. Because no surgery is done and nothing goes inside. It's only sitting. Same way, it is just sitting. It's only the presence, the Shaktipada makes the individual soul into cosmic soul.
Beautifully, Bhagavan explained Shaktipada, how individual soul becomes cosmic soul. And let's listen to initiation.
You see, let me explain the initiation. Initiation is the process beyond your intellectual understanding. The transmission of lamp happens. Now, you understood something intellectually. There is something which is not understood, which can't be transmitted through the words. That is transmitted. That's what we call initiation. Sometimes I tell people that unless you are initiated, the techniques do not create the result. The reason is you do not grasp completely whatever is expressed through words. Initiation is like it just transmits whatever need to be transmitted beyond logic and beyond words. People ask me why to wear this bracelet or this mala and all those things. This all will remind you. Why bracelet in the hand? It will remind you, before eating, did you meditate? It's a constant reminders. Before eating, let you be reminded, did you do the meditation? That is why this bracelet. That is why this mala. That is why this external things. Sometimes this external things does a big job of reminding you constantly. That is why take the help of external things also, nothing wrong. People ask me, why we can just be spiritual without having external things? If you can, really you are welcome. But I don't think anybody who speaks in that way is successful. I've never seen people becoming successful, avoiding the external things, just having internal things. And it is just a nice way of escaping from yourself.
Beautifully, Bhagavan explained initiation. Let's listen to be unclutched. What is to be unclutched?
The thoughts, every thought is independent, illogical, unconnected, and unclutched. Because the gap between two thoughts is too small. The neutral space between the two thoughts is too small. You think all the thoughts are connected and it is in the shape form. It is not. By your very nature, every thought is independent, illogical, unconnected, and unclutched. Between every thought, you experience a neutral space. When you change the gear, whether you go from neutral to 1 or 1 to 2 or 2 to 3 or 3 to 4 or 4 to whatever gears you may change, but every time you have to come to the neutral space. Only then you can go to the next gear. Even if you want to go from 2 to 3, you have to come to the neutral space. Only then you can go to 3. Same way, between every thought, you experience a neutral space. You experience a neutral space between every thought. Between every thought. That neutral space, that silence is what I call peace or bliss. The peace which exists, the bliss which exists already in you, between every thought, the gap of the thought, the gap between the thoughts, that neutral space is the peace, is the bliss. When you understand you are unconnected, independent, illogical, and unclutched, by your very nature, you will start experiencing the neutral space in you, neutral space which exists in you. You will start living from moment to moment in spontaneity. We need to understand one more thing. This technique of being unclutched, it does miracles in your being. In the body level, or in the mental level, or in the being level. In every level, when you understand the truth, by your very nature, you are unclutched. The tremendous quantum transformation. You take a quantum jump. The transformation happens in quantum, not step by step. Just on jump. You take a quantum jump and experience the truth awakening in you.
The oneness space is the most beautiful space that Bhagavan himself is explaining how we are ferocious. Beyond the tiredness and boredom, we can experience the space of oneness and be unclutched.
Oneness is not imagination. Oneness is not visualization. Oneness is not even just declaration. It is your existence. An idea which is you is oneness. The idea which has become part of your very space, which does not tire you or bore you by the passage of the time, is oneness. Mahadeva says in the Agama, Sadashiva beautifully explains in the Agama, Kala, Yama cannot tire you or bring boredom to you if something becomes your space. Devi achieved the blissful state and union with Mahadeva on Shivaratri day because our space became oneness. Anything which brings tiredness or boredom has not yet become your space. If living in this body brings you tiredness and boredom, you are not going to be living in this body forever. When that becomes too much, you are going to drop it and move ahead. If you want to be in oneness forever, it should become part of your space, means you should become ferocious with you and break this very tiredness and boredom. Only when you deal you with the ferociousness, you break the tiredness and boredom. With that ferociousness, you need to make oneness as your space. Anything stands as an imagination in the length level, visualization in the breadth level, declaration in the depth level. If you open your time with ferociousness, it just sinks into space level. With this ferociousness, the time layer in you opens, and the oneness from imagination to visualization to declaration, it becomes your space, the way of existence.
The most important, Bhagavan says, being unclutched, understanding the Shaktipada, the oneness space, and chanting the Mahavakya. The Mahavakya, the power of the Mahavakya pushes you into the higher states of consciousness. Here Bhagavan himself explains how we can experience the Shaktipada, raised higher consciousness through Mahavakya.
It's one of the very important revelation by Sadashiva. All the electronic equipments work when the electrons are made to vibrate. That happens by the light. When the electricity is supplied, the light particle vibrates, the electronic equipment starts working. Just like that, the spiritual power and the umbilical cord connection, spiritual umbilical cord connection between you and me, it works with sound particle. For example, my integrity with the cosmos, Sadashiva, Mahasadashiva, it reverberates in certain level of frequency. When you are integrated to me, you also start reverberating in the same frequency. If your integrity goes down, that is when you start connecting with me only as a manager or this organization head or your Purvashram father, mother. Your connection with me goes down to the lower level if the integrity gets reduced. I was wondering, what is the way we can bring people to the higher integrity immediately and the feeling connection? So they start manifesting the powers. They start staying in the space of Sadashivatva. Sadashiva revealed a beautiful sound. I can tell you, this is like a password. At any point, if you are not able to bring yourself to oneness, you are a little shaken, disturbed, or for some reason, you are not able to bring yourself to oneness. This is like a password. You type, whether your mind feels connected or not, the energy will start flowing in you beyond the depth dimension. You see, all mind oscillation, restlessness, all mental idea based feeling connected or not feeling connected is only length, breadth, depth level, not in the space level. But this sound will straight infuse energy from the space level. Like for example, if the power goes off, automatically the generator will get switched on and the power supply will be going on. So end result will not be lost. Whether government power supply or the generator power supply, end result will not be stopped. So whenever you feel little that oneness is, you are not catching it, just feed this password. Immediately the oneness will open up and you will start manifesting the powers, energy, and the whole space will shift. It is directly from Sadashiva. It's a beautiful sound. I don't even want to say it's a mantra. It is not even a mantra because there is no meaning in it. You can't derive a meaning for it. It just flashed like a password for all the initiations I am giving. One single password for all the initiations I am giving. And the initiations I gave, I am giving, I will be giving for all that. This is like one password. Don't even repeat like a mantra. Just feed like a password and it will just open up. Your whole being will open up. Listen carefully. It starts with the vibration Om. Listen and then repeat. Om. Very deep. Om. Nithyananda. Nithyananda. Maha Sadashivoham.
So Bhagavan gave beautiful explanation of how you can be in Shaktipada. Visualize Paramashiva who has come down as Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam from Kailasha. Remembering Paramashiva in your third eye, again and again, bringing your awareness to your third eye simply makes you manifest powers. Absolute unclutching. How Bhagavan said, the neutral zone, nothing ever touches the screen. Like same way, the movie does not touch the screen, whether it is happening in ferocious or any soft, beautiful, nothing touches the screen. Be unclutched like the screen. And to experience the state of Paramashiva, your inner space being completely unclutched. Complete completion to experience the space of Paramashiva. Inside us, the complete completion happens when we are in tune with Paramashiva. That everything is redundant and irrelevant. The essence of completion is irrelevant. Nothing matters in your life because everything is complete completion. Oneness with Paramashiva. How Bhagavan said, in ferocious breaking the boredom and tiredness, just being in the space of oneness with Paramashiva to manifest the powers of Paramashiva. Tyaga as Paramashiva is your only strength, now declaring complete integrity with Bhagavan to experience the being of Paramashiva. How Bhagavan said, chanting the Mahavakya raises your frequency and that is your only strength to manifest any reality. Being in this beautiful space of Paramashiva, you can experience such a beautiful space, state, powers, and becoming the being of Paramashiva, manifesting whatever you want. Now, you will be manifesting the powers watching the oneness capsule and chanting the Mahavakya, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. We'll be playing the Mahavakya and the oneness capsule for you to manifest powers. At end of the Mahavakya, you can start with the verification and sharing and causing. Thank you.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Jnana Paramashivam. 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 Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivam. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham.
Verify that no video editing Shakti Avishkarna manifestation video is happening. Verify video is not stopped or restarted during the process. All videos are verified with the timestamp. No clues or hints while manifestation. No Bluetooth or gadget during manifestation. If you'd like to use Aushadha, Yantra, Kavi, and banyan leaf or mirror or Paramashiva Shila, please do so. Apply the Jnananjan on them and see through your third eye to get the whole thing revealed for body scanning. Authentically write all the details of the surgeries exactly shown through your third eye. Match it, whatever is it, just match it with your whatever you're written down. Do not tamper the data during the verification process. The more we are authentic, more clear the power manifestation happens. Thank you for participating in the body scanning power manifestation session.
Beautiful. We are at the end of the power manifestation, but most important part of the power manifestation. Here, we are going to share all that you have manifested with the social media groups. Here we have Sri Kailasha Kotyar manifesting power groups. Thousands of people are part of that. And you can share there and you can post your powerful cognition and the videos. The link is tinyurl.com/power manifestation. It is at the left corner of the page. You can click on it and you can post your beautiful experience in the power manifestation group. Why sharing and causing is very important part of power manifestation. Bhagavan beautifully explains that sharing is pulling us out of delusion and causing is liberating us. We are the ones who need to start experiencing the higher states of reality, how we need to exist. Beautifully, Bhagavan explains when you are sharing with others the ultimate beautiful multidimensional logic, your brain rewires into the higher space of consciousness, the Turyatita state. Again and again, when you experience even a little bit, you share with the world, your experience becomes reality. Same thing when you cause others to come and get initiated for higher reality, you are caused into the higher purpose, the ultimate reality. Bhagavan says extreme causing, extreme power manifestation is extreme causing. So beautifully he explains how our strength is declared on Paramashiva. The power manifestation happens exactly in tune to that. And sharing with the world, continuously reiterating ourselves the experience that we had from the powerful cognition and manifesting the space of Paramashiva, the state of Paramashiva, the beings of Paramashiva, we become Paramashiva. Go on sharing and causing, which is the most important part of how you have experienced your reality. When you go to a temple, we pray and we see that beautiful experience happen in us, and then share with the world that how amazing the temple experience has manifested as your reality. Same way, when you manifest powers, when you share with the world, it becomes more and more the depth cognition of you, and you will be experiencing more powers. Even if you're manifested very small, it does not matter the quantity, Bhagavan says. The quality is important. If it is authentic, please go ahead and share with the world. Do not doubt, have self doubt, self denial, self hatred come and block anything. Experience the ultimate in deep seeking and gratitude. Bhagavan manifest in you with a deep prayer, that asking Bhagavan to make this reality as your existential reality. With that, let's end with the Purna Mantra, thanking Bhagavan for all these great experience. We have come to the end of the Power Manifestation course, and we end with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudashyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Parameshwaram Padaka Arpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you for participating in the Jnana Paddhati, Nithyananda Jnana Paddhati course. Please go ahead and select more power manifestation and every day experience the ultimate reality for yourself. Nithyananda.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham